origami. It's one of the many things that you can experience at the Seattle Cherry Blossom and Japanese Cultural Festival at Seattle Center, April 10th through the 12th. And here to share more and teach us some origami, Julie Juniper from Paper Origami Group. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you so much, Chris.
This is fun. I told you that I had a flashback. I thought, wait, I think I passed this test in 5th grade, and then I forgot my origami skills.
Well, we're going to review today.
Yeah, talk about this. First of all, how did you get involved in all this?
In origami?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was in 2019. I was gifted one of those fold-a-day calendars.
Oh, yeah.
Where you fold each model out of the previous day. And I had it on my desk at work, and every day I had this little routine when I came in. I would, before I checked my email, before anything, I would sit down, fold the model, do a little meditation, done. And my coworkers started coming by and just being like, what'd you fold, what'd you fold? So even back then I was building community around origami.
I love it. Well, and let's talk about the greater community, because this is the 50th year of the festival. Talk about some of the history. This is a milestone.
Yeah, it's an amazing milestone. That's half a century.
Yeah.
So 50 years ago in 1976, the Prime Minister of Japan wanted Seattle to experience what Japan goes through every spring with the cherry blossoms. So he donated 1,000 cherry trees to Seattle.
Yeah.
They got planted all around the city, and we still have them today, and we admire them very much.
A lot of people go to the University of Washington this time of the year, and they don't necessarily connect the dots to where all of that came from. Let's talk about the role that origami plays. You already talked about community and connecting people. A lot of people might just think they're beautiful. They don't even realize there is kind of a connector at work here.
Absolutely. So origami is a very important part of the Japanese cultural tradition, going back about 200 years or more. So this model that we're going to fold today, for example, has 200 years of history. This is the samurai helmet.
Wow, that's beautiful. And clearly handmade, and you're going to make me prove it.
Yes, I'm going to make you prove it today. This has a really important cultural significance in Japan. This is a model that the students would fold at Children's Day.
Wow.
And then they'd fold them out of large sheets of newspaper and wear them as part of the cultural festival. So when we fold this today, we're going to be taking part in that culture.
All right, well, let's dive in. How do I do it? Because seeing is believing, and it's the kind of thing where I've got no experience other than 5th grade mastery of origami.
All right, don't worry. Yeah. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to take care of everyone.
How do we start?
So first you need a square piece of paper.
Yeah.
And at home, if you don't have origami paper, yes, you do. You can grab newspaper, wrapping paper, anything, a candy wrapper. As long as you can cut it into a square, it's origami paper.
Okay, perfect square.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, so to make this helmet, we're going to start by putting the color of the brim side up.
You gave me a gold side.
A gold side. So would you like the brim to be gold?
Yeah, I want to repeat that. Let's see, because we'll know if I was successful if it looks like that.
Perfect. So put the gold side up.
Okay.
And we are going to fold a triangle.
Okay.
So take one corner of the paper and fold it all the way to the opposite corner.
Okay.
You want to hold those corners together and then kind of push the paper away from where you're holding it. Yes. And once you've got that flattened out, yes, flatten it out to the edges. Perfect.
Okay.
Then you'll want to just run your thumbnail along that and make sure you get a really good crease.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
So now we have a triangle. So we are going to fold each of these corners, we'll do one at a time, to the center triangle.
Okay.
So pick up one corner.
Bringing it up here.
Perfect, yes. Line it up with that triangle.
Same thing. Holding it.
Holding it and then push away to crease, yes. Make sure you get it a really good crease.
Okay.
We'll do the same thing on the other side.
Same thing here.
So pick up that corner. The top. Yep, all the way to the top corner.
Okay. And then we're creasing. I'm
give that
it
a
down
good crease.
And creasing.
Yep.
Feeling pretty good about this so far.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job.
Smaller square, I've done it.
Perfect. Yes, we made a triangle and then we made a square.
Okay.
All right, so let's do pretty much the same thing again. We're going to take the bottom corner that we just folded down, and we're going to fold it all the way back up to the top. Give that a crease.
Top for their TV viewing. Bottom for us.
Bottom for us, yes. Correct. All right, so we'll do the same thing on the other side.
Same thing over here? Okay, we're doing that again.
Perfect.
It's coming down, all the way down. Give it a little bit of muscle. She says push it this way, push it away.
Push it away.
Get a good crease here.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, so now we're just going to take one of those corners again, and we're going to fold it as though we're going to fold it all the way down, but we're going to stop halfway like this, give it a little pull to the outside, and we are making this little crest right here.
Okay.
This is the insignia that would identify the soldier on the battlefield.
Okay, so we're just going halfway across, about like that.
Yeah, that looks good. Give it a crease.
We're giving it a crease. Okay.
And then when you do the other side, you'll just want to make sure it's symmetric. So take a look at both sides before you make
Oh
that
boy,
crease.
easy for you to say. That's looking pretty good.
Yes, that looks
All
great.
right there?
Go ahead and give that a
Okay.
crease.
Okay.
All right. You can see we got that crest in
Okay.
place now. We
Home
just have
stretch,
a
here
couple
we
more
go.
steps. Yep, home stretch. So we're going to take both of these loose ends.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming out this way. Fold them all the way up to the top. And put in that crease.
Okay.
And we're going to unfold those back down.
Now we're unfolding.
Unfolds. Yep. So then you want to take just the top layer
Okay.
and
Yep.
fold it up part way. So we're making this color change right here at the top of
Okay.
the helmet.
Okay.
So just fold it up part way like this, wherever you think looks nice, and we'll give that a crease along the bottom or your top.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go.
All right, and now we're going to make the brim. So just hold this so it doesn't
Yep.
slide out, and you'll take that piece of paper we just folded and move it up along that crease line that we made. So you're just pushing it up. Yes, perfect, like that. Fold it all the way back up,
Okay. Crease
and that
lines
makes
there.
the nice brim along the front of the helmet.
Okay.
We just have one more step.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do
We're
it.
right on time.
So you're going to take this bottom corner, and we're going to insert it inside the helmet. So
Okay.
you need to open it up a little bit like this.
Okay.
Take that bottom corner and push it inside the helmet.
All the way in.
Yep, all the way in.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think I've done it. That's a good uh-oh.
Oh. Look at that.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see the pro. Let's see the pro. Pro model, my model. Uh-oh. Whose is it? Whose is it? We may never know. Is he an origami master? Perhaps. Wow. How cool is that? Thank
Yeah,
you.
good job. You
Impressive
did it.
stuff. And this is a piece of history. And again, we want folks to know about the Cherry Blossom Festival and the Japanese Cultural Festival, April 10th through the 12th at Seattle Center. It is free to attend. Go check it out. Thanks so much for being here today.
Yeah, thank you
A
so
lot
much.
of fun.